Hello, beautiful ladies. I'm Karen McCoy, and let me ask you a question. Where are you in your life? So, it's a really big question, and it kind of confuses women. I get it, but let's break it down. There are big categories that I see over and over where women are tripping themselves in a way that they can't quite get there, but those are the areas that they're stuck in. Body transformation is a big one. So, body shape, health, weight loss. So, that's kind of been my jam for about 40 years. I've been in that space for a very long time. Then there is career. Where are you in your career or your work life? And is it fulfilling and satisfying? What about relationships? What about money is a big one, right? Your financial abundance. Retirement is a big one. I have a lot of women in their 50s and 60s that are heading into retirement. It's a big shift change, man. And we want to look at where do we want to be in order to move forward. And then, of course, the final category is where is your place in the world? Meaning, what is your life purpose? Why are you here? What do you want for the second half of your life? Because here's the deal, guys. If you're 40, 50, 60 plus and a female on this planet, your life is, for most of us, over half over. So when I do my free strategy calls, women coming on the call, they know me for my body transformation work. I've been there for a long time. And they often think that is where they need to go in order to feel better. When I get my body in shape, when I lick this aging thing, when I get my hormones balanced, when I lose the weight, all that stuff is great. And we want to learn how to do that at this age because it's different at this age. However, that is just the surface stuff. So when they say, when I lose the weight, I'll feel better, I always say, let's turn it around. When you feel better, your body will release the stress hormones. You will want to feed your body well. You will treat it with respect and honor instead of push, push, push. You will want to move it. You will stay flexible and open in your body because you're expansive, not contracting, right? So these are the places that I learned to go for a very long time. And I've been in this woo woo place, if you will. We call it woo woo mindset, personal growth, personal development space for a long time, for about 30 years. What I learned when I was in the fitness and lifestyle world was the reason women weren't getting the results in their body and health was because their mindset, the inner workings, the belief systems, the patterns, the conditioning, they weren't in line with where they wanted to go. They were living in the past. You see, you're either living in the past or you're projecting into the future and thinking, oh, that's scary, or oh, I can't have that. I don't deserve that. And so this is where it is about leveling up your belief system, expanding your self identity so we can carry that framework into the future and make the future the now. I know it sounds woo, guys, but I have lived this in my own life for a lot of years. And this is what I teach in all of my wellness programs. So when people come to me and they want to talk just fitness and food, I'm like, that's great. But you won't get there unless you have the inner shift, the foundational work in place. Or you might get there, but the energy to get you there is either beating yourself up, over dieting, overtraining, or the feast and famine where you do it for a while and then all of a sudden you end up on the couch because you've overdone it and you lose all your motivation and all your willpower. That kills the spirit, guys, and it hurts the body because the body doesn't like these extremes. And eventually it's going to take the easier path and live in that place of sitting on the couch. So this is where we've got to retrain our bodies in a different way with proper food and movement that fits our age. It's not out there in internet land, by the way. That's why I created my courses. That's why I do what I do, because it's chaos out there. When I look at what's going on out there, and I'm trying to like put in my 2 cents worth after being in the field for, well, I started training over 40 years ago and teaching nutrition over 40 years ago. And I've had a long go at seeing things come and go. The trends just keep coming around and round and round. And now we've got a lot more noise and it's setting women back. But what's not being taught is the mindset. This is the mindfulness. This is the inner work that needs to happen in order to have a stronger foundation where you're building your house on concrete and not sand. And when you do that, you're unshakable. And if you do fall away in certain things in your life, if you have a business hiccup or a relationship hiccup, or you've lost your mojo at the gym, or you've gained a few pounds, you don't lose your brain. You don't lose your gains because you've got a different self-identity. It says, this is okay. This is life. Life happens. And my goals and values are here. And they're solid, and my self-identity is here and solid. So that is what I'm bringing into the Conscious Living Program, which is starting April 1st. So this is only 10 seats. And the reason I keep it small is because my focus is on coaching. The coaching piece is super, super important. And I need time to coach. This is not just a digital product where you put stuff out, women buy it, and they move through in a self-directed manner. No, 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 no. We're going through as a group. So I just graduated the last group, and I got to tell you, these women are doing fantastic. But what we've also done is created a community, online community, where they stay in group so that they continue to work these tools, expand this skill set, to learn the universal laws, and not just learn it in the head, guys. You got to trial it out in the real world. So the Conscious Living Program is 7 weeks. I've added on a bonus week, week 8, where every participant gets a one-on-one with me. So we can round everything up, and all your homework pieces, you have mini homework pieces, come to me and I assess and I give you my thoughts back. And in week 8, we look at all of you and go, okay, where are you at? So I can help to shift you so it's solid and so it sticks. So this is a microcosm of my bigger program. My signature program is the 20-week Mastery Lifestyle Program for women over 40. That's been running for 7 years. And it's a big program. It's a committed program. And there's a lot of coaching in there. There's a lot of work that needs to be done. And I find that in these days when we're all experiencing upheaval, uncertainty, and women are feeling really fractured all around the globe, I thought creating a small bite-sized program to pull some of the main tenets from the big program in, so I can at least give you some of the jewels from that program that are going to help shift your health, your life, your finances, your relationships, your body, whatever area or areas you need and want to work in. So it is 8 weeks, and it allows you to move in, work in community, and be able to get one-on-one and group coaching in a program that's going to teach you about your belief systems, your self-identity, where your stories are, where your personas are standing in your way, how you're standing in your way. We're also going to look at training and food, because when I brought this out, they're like, oh, this is great. We need this. We need to nourish our souls and spirits. We need to know where we're going forward and how to create that framework for what we desire as aging women. But can you throw in some food and some workouts? Sure, I'll do that. It's kind of my specialty. I will put that in as well. So we've added that into the program as well. So this is the Conscious Living Program. Only 10 seats, because that requires me to be able to coach you and be with you. And that is my commitment to you guys, is being in there with you every step of the way. So it is not just a digital product. Okay, so this is a coaching program, but it will give you a huge rooting, a groundedness into this stuff that I have taught for the last 30 years. See, women are feeling a sense of uncertainty, or they're feeling a sense of, who am I? Where am I going? Maybe the job has ended, maybe the marriage has ended, or it's shifted. Your kids have grown, the body is changing. Your financial situation may be good, maybe not good, maybe you want more. All of these things are the questions that women are coming forward to, and they think the answer is out there in more podcasts, more self-help books, more things to put in their head, right? We are in the information age, and there are so many info junkies out there that I almost have to detox them from that, because information is not transformation. And what we need to do is not necessarily move into more knowledge, but moving that into a place of wisdom, because that is the seed where everything grows from. And women are searching and they're craving that deeper, meaningful place of who am I? What do I want? Your life is moving by fast. So women are saying, how do I make this different? It's a new language. It's a new understanding of the universal laws in the world. And so these are where we go into the woo stuff. If you're not into the woo, guys, this ain't the program for you. Okay. I'm just saying. But here's the deal. The universal laws that are out there, it's not just the law of attraction, which has been promoted to death, guys. There are other things that come in. And those universal laws are at work right now in your life, whether you believe in it or not, because you're always creating, you're always manifesting. Where you are right now is because of the choices and the decisions and the habits and patterns and conditioning that you have in an unconscious place. There are some conscious choices. Well, I want to do this degree program. Well, I want to do this work. That's great. And it's not really the conscious decisions that are the challenging part. It's the unconscious. And so we do a beliefs detox exercise when you first come into the program to really get clear and wake you up to what's really going on. It doesn't hurt. In fact, it's very freeing and enlightening, where women are able to look at stuff for the first time and go, oh, I get it, because you can't change what you can't see. So we bring it to the surface. So when I work with women, I want you to consider this. If you're a woman and you're feeling stuck and you want more out of your body, your health, your life, your finances, your career, whatever area it is, and you come in and let me know what area, this is part of the program, and we go from there. There are 5 fears that are at work in everybody's world. Fear of failure, big one, right? Fear of success is the flip side of the same coin. And we don't often understand that. Everybody wants success. Everybody wants more money. Yeah, but there are fears underneath and beliefs fueling those fears, and that's why you can't get there. Fear of what I have to let go of. Well, my time off sitting on the couch eating bonbons, or not really having to work that hard at my business because, I want to make $1 million, but I only want to work 2 hours a day. Okay. So we have to look at these: fear of failure, fear of success, fear of what I have to let go of, fear of what others will think, or the change in relationships. This is a big one in the body transformation space, guys, because women can hold themselves back for fear of challenging other relationships or other people around her. Maybe your partner isn't happy that you're going to look strong and sexy. Maybe your family is going to be going, well, who do you think you are? And there's a lot of undercutting, unfortunately, a lot from family and friends, which is unfortunate. So we have to look at that as well. And you've got to remove yourself from that and know that you deserve it. And the final one is a fear of being worthy. This is a big one. And I think everybody has self-esteem issues, but we can't just not think about things. You can't just say, well, I'm not going to think about being poor. I'm not going to think about my weight. What the universe hears is poor. What the universe hears is weight. And so how we frame things, our language, our energy, our frequency and vibration, there's that woo-woo stuff again. I'm warning you. All of that stuff matters, because that is what is creating the reality for you, right? So When you change the way you look at things, the things you look at change. This is about recognizing our stories, our fears, our self limiting beliefs. Many of them are hand me downs, guys. They're not even yours. All of the conditioning that us women go through, the societal expectations. This is the perfectionist, the good girl, the fixer, the caretaker, the all or nothing, the lone wolf, the bossy bee. All of these are things that you'll learn in the program and you'll be able to look at and say, there she is. Now I know. I see you. Now you can work at melting those parts together. We don't make anything about us wrong. Nothing about us is wrong. It is about being conscious and waking up. Here's what I say. Most people are sleepwalking through life, guys. This is about waking up to your potential, your beauty, your worth, your self-love, what you deserve, and the life that you want to live, in the body that you want to live, with the finances you want to live with the relationship you want to be in, with the glowing career or the life's purpose that's going to carry you forward. So this program starts April 1st. So we've got a few weeks. Go to the link below, consciouslivingwithkaren.com, and it will take you to the page. And there's also a PDF that you can download if you want to carry something with you, something tangible to tell you about the program. And the page will tell you all the things that I've mentioned. It will go through the modules and show you what we're going to work through. If you're interested, I only take 10 women because, again, you need and deserve to have the time spent in a high-level coaching experience that is going to help transcend. We are not here to survive anymore. The first half of your life was surviving. This is about thriving. But we can't do it unless we learn how to. We're not taught this in schools. We're not taught it in our family. We are taught a lot of ways to conform, what to expect. We have a set point of where we believe about making money. We have a set point in how much we deserve in a relationship. We have a set point around where our body and our health and our weight and all that good stuff sits at. We need to shift that. We need to step outside. This is where we use quantum physics and we look at something I call shifting, which is something I recognized over 30 years ago when I was in a very, very troubled place in my life. And what I knew was that the traditional way of moving into change is very linear. Okay, it's like, step after step after step after step after step. Now, if you're building a career and you need a degree in psychology, of course, you have to go to school and you have to go through the steps. That's not really what I'm referring to. I'm referring to the habit of thinking that it's going to be a lot of work, step, 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 right? We don't have that kind of time. So what we do in the quantum movement is we collapse time, if you will. And the shifting is where we look at where we are, where we want to be, and we create a persona or it can be a viewpoint, it can be through journaling, it can be through whatever speaks to you, because everybody's journey is a little bit different in how they get there and what they're in tune with. Some people are visual, some people are audio, some people are writing. That's why we put all of those facets into the program, because we're all a little bit different, right? But you want to be able to jump, okay, instead of the straight lines and all the steps to get there, years in the making, you're going to go boom. Now, when you go boom, you got to stick it. Okay, like the javelin thrower, you've got to stick it and it's got to stay. And that's a big piece of what this program is. So, if you want to know more about it, go to the link below. It is Conscious Living with Karen, and it will lead you to the page. It will tell you all about it. There's a short little video there, and there's a PDF that you can download. And if you have any questions, you can email me, Karen@mccoyfitness.ca. Ask me anything, but we're kicking off on the 1st, and we're going to have a lot of fun. This stuff does not have to be hard. It's not painful. If anything, it's freeing, it's expansive. It's kind of like opening up. I've got all windows here, opening up a window and letting fresh air in. That's exactly what it is. And for some people, it's going to be drawing back the curtains that you've unknowingly been living in a dark room for a very long time. And what you're doing is you're just searching on the internet to trying to find that one thing that you think you're missing. You're not. You're not. It's not there. I swear, guys, it's not there. It's in here. And it's in here. And it's working in community. And you will love the community. It's not a big one. Again, I don't want big numbers. I don't care about big numbers. I don't care about a bunch of likes. That's not important to me. So it's a small but very devoted community. And some of those women have been with me a while, and some of them have just finished the conscious living program. But the reason they're in there is because we got to trial this stuff, man, right? That's the deal. Is we learn it, we're growing, we're kind of getting it, right? Well, I'm getting all this new stuff and I'm starting to feel and look differently, and my perspective is changing and I'm feeling empowered and good. And then you go out into the real world and boom. Why? Because you've been living in that world for 40, 50, 60 plus years. That's why it's not set up for this kind of work. It's not set up for personal growth. You are made with the built-in biases. Again, one of the universal laws you'll learn about is the negativity bias. It's just wired in your brain. So we got to rewire that brain. And again, it's not going to hurt. Okay. I'm not science. When I think about science, it scares me. But this is stuff that can be learned quickly. And it really is about taking action. It's not about just listening and throwing all that stuff into your brain. If that's what you want from this course, it's not going to take you to where you need to be. You need to work in community with me, with the women that are in there, that are there to support. And they're still working it too, guys. We're all just walking each other home. And that is where we all sit in the Warrior Woman Community Facebook page, which is a private page only for women going through this. Okay, click on the link below. Let me know if you have any questions. I hope to see you. Just know what is possible for you. Okay, lots of love. Ciao, Bellas. Stop recording. I'm just not a techie goddess. Bye.